Hello, boys and girls. I am Gloria Reddick, and I am at the Columbus County Partnership for Children in the Early Learning and Family Resource Center. And today we are celebrating Groundhog Day. It is really on Friday, and it is also my birthday. And along with me, I have my friend Booker, who's wearing a groundhog hat, and he's going to assist me in reading the story today. And the story is entitled Fluffy Meets the Groundhog, and it's by Kate McMullan. The Groundhog. Mrs. Day held up a picture of an animal. Who knows what this is? She asked. A squirrel, said Maxwell. A muskrat, said Emma. It's Fluffy, says Wade, after he's ate too many carrots. I don't think so, thought Fluffy. Besides, who ever heard of too many carrots? This is a groundhog, Miss Day told the class. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day. Fluffy looked at the picture of the groundhog. It looked big, it looked strong, it looked very mean. I am very big, pig, Fluffy said, but I hope I never meet a groundhog face to face. In the winter, said Miss Day, a groundhog sleeps in its den. On February the 2nd, winter is halfway over. A legend says that the groundhog wakes up on that day. So we call February 2nd Groundhog Day. Hey, I wake up every day, thought Fluffy. Why don't they name a day after me? If groundhogs can predict the weather, said Maxwell, maybe guinea pigs can too. Right, says Jasmine. Our class should celebrate Groundhog Day. Everyone cheered. Look out! Groundhog, thought Fluffy. Make way for the ground pig. Ground Pig Day. The next day, Mrs. Day class asked Kiss, Duke, and Lucky Sue to come and celebrate Ground Pig Day. Hey, thought Fluffy, I thought this was my holiday. Today is Ground Pig Day, Fluffy told the other pigs. We are the ground pigs, Kiss said. Not me. I'm a beautiful crested pig. Everyone in Miss Day's class wrote a Ground Pig Day poem. Wade read his first. If a ground pig runs fast, winter will not last. Jasmine was next. If a ground pig jumps up high to the winter, say goodbye. Emma and Maxwell wrote a poem together. If a ground pig rolls on his back, you can put your winter boots in a sack. Miss Day said, I have a class full of poets. Ground Pig Day was sunny and very warm for February. Miss Day let the class take the guinea pigs outside. Watch them carefully, says Miss Day. We don't want any guinea pigs to run away. We are ground pigs. We have to look for our shadows. Fluffy told the pigs again. Says who? Says Kiss. I want to play tag. She ran over and tagged Lucky Sue. You're it, she cried. Eee! It's Lucky Sue. I love to be it. She ran after Kiss. Kiss jumped up to reach. Lucky Sue tried to tag Duke, but Duke rolled away just in time. Hey, look at my cool shadow, said Ground Pig Fluffy, but no one looked. Lucky Sue is running fast, said Wade. That means winter won't last. Look at Kiss Jump, said Emma. Goodbye, winter. Duke rolled over, said Maxwell. You can pick up your winter boots. I'm out of here, thought Ground Pig Fluffy, and he took off running. Fluffy meets the groundhog. Fluffy looked back. No one was running after him. No one even noticed that he was gone. Fluffy came to a hole in the ground. I'll hide down here, said Fluffy. Soon everyone will miss me. He crawled into a hole. Down, 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 Fluffy crawled through the dark tunnel. At last he reached a den. Fluffy thought he saw something moving. Yes, it was an animal. Fluffy hopped. The animal would not turn around. Very quietly, he started up the tunnel, but he tripped on a tree root and fell all the way back down. The animal turned around. Fluffy grasped. He was face to face with the groundhog. The groundhog looked very mean, meaner than his picture. Why did you sneak in through my back door? He growled. I was just leaving, said Fluffy in a small voice. Not so fast, said the groundhog. Fluffy froze to the spot. I'm sorry if I scared you, said the groundhog. You are, said Fluffy. The groundhog nodded. I'm having a bad day, he said. But today is Groundhog's Day, said Fluffy. You're a groundhog. Does that make it a good day? The groundhog shook his head. I'm very shy, he said. Hundreds and hundreds of people are out there, said the groundhog, and they're waiting to see me. They have cameras. They want to put me in pictures, in the newspaper, and on TV. Oh, how awful. I have an idea, said Fluffy. Ground Pig, Fluffy puffed himself up to look big and strong. He messed up his hair. He practiced making a mean face. Then he started up the tunnel to the groundhog front door. Fluffy peeked out through the groundhog hole. He saw hundreds of people out there. There were cameras. They were waiting for me, Fluffy thought. Just then, a crowd passed in front of the sun. Fluffy popped up out of the ground hole. There he is, cried a reporter. Flashing bulbs started flashing. TV cameras started rolling. Fluffy looked to the right. He looked to the left. He even looked behind him, but he did not see his shadow. Good news, said the reporter. The groundhog did not see his shadow. Spring is on its way. Everyone clapped and cheered. The groundhog took a bow. Then he dove back into the hole. Fluffy hurried back to the den. Nice work, said the groundhog. Always glad to help, said Fluffy. Then he crawled up into the groundhog's back door. Fluffy popped out of the hole. There he is, yelled Maxwell. He and Wade ran over to Fluffy and picked him up. We thought you were lost, said Wade. No way, thought Fluffy. Not me. I was not lost. It was Wade's turn to take Fluffy for the weekend. His family got a big surprise that night when they turned on the TV. They watched the news. Fluffy, cried everybody excitedly. The one and only thought, Fluffy. Happy Groundhog Day. The end. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, come by and check out books like this and many, many others at Columbus County Partnership for Children in the Early Learning Facility. Thank you. Goodbye, boys and girls. Happy Groundhog Day and happy birthday to me.